Hey there, what's up, Chuck? This is Roger Heska, the 48-year-old teenager, and let's rap about which raw fruit can make you fat in seconds flat. Okay, I just came up with a rhyme. Uh, anyways, basically, I had gotten some questions from one of my raw coaching class students, and I also want to share with you a story my own experience last night and from the past month or so, and then on top of that, I'm going to show you some pictures and some slides, some facts that will help you make better decisions so that you can slimmerize instead of turning yourself into a blubbery whale of a human being. So here we go. Now I've slightly edited what he had to say just to make it fit this presentation. He's a long-time raw foodist, or I think for several years being 100% raw, and he's eating a low-fat, high-fruit diet. And here's what he said. One of my current biggest challenges with the raw diet is getting a flabby belly. I've been part of a big 80-10-10 raw vegan community for a number of years and observed probably half the group getting significant fat around the abdomen. Also, you should know that my student was eating about 20 bananas per day, and just so you realize, 20 large bananas per day, and this is not extra large, just large bananas, comes out to 2,421 calories right there, just from the bananas. Okay, so let's go into my story from last night. Okay, so last night I had 2 smoothies for dessert after dinner because I wasn't feeling quite full. And it's very likely I overate by 500 calories because of that. The thing that I've noticed with smoothies, especially since I've been doing something very different in my diet the past couple of months, is I'm eating, instead of making smoothies like I normally do for myself, for the most part, my breakfast and my lunch are watery fruit. Today, for instance, I ate 4 small size, most of them were small size cantaloupe, and they're delicious, but they fill you up on a lot less calories, and I'm about to explain how that works. You see, bananas are really a food for people who are super active, people who, if they're eating a raw diet, and if they didn't eat bananas, they'd have to eat a meal like every hour or every 2 hours because the watery fruit is just not filling them up. But a lot of us, including me in my older age, 48 years, my metabolism maybe is slowing down a bit, and maybe I think I'm also absorbing nutrients better. I can't eat unlimited calories from bananas like I used to 10, 14 years ago or so. So let's go to some pictures here on my computer so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so 1 pound of bananas equals 404 calories. All right, now let's compare that to cantaloupe. But 1 pound of cantaloupe is only 154 calories. And now let's compare that to watermelon. 1 pound of watermelon is only 136 calories, even less than cantaloupe. Okay, now there's a 262%. There are 262% more calories per pound of bananas than cantaloupe. Quite a bit there, quite a bit more. And in terms of watermelon, it's 297% more calories per pound of bananas than pound of watermelon. So there you have it. By weight, bananas pack a lot of calories, very dense, and they're really not designed for people who are struggling to lose weight. If you're struggling to lose weight, you should be sticking to watery fruit. Maybe have a banana here or there. But don't make bananas your staple. Don't, follow this mantra of 20 bananas a day or 30 bananas a day. That's for people who are super active. It's not that the raw food diet, the high fruit raw food diet is for people who are super athletic. All you got to do is moderate your calories. What people don't realize is very, very easy to overeat when you're eating bananas, and even more easy to overeat when you're eating them as part of smoothies. The calories just go down so quickly you don't even notice it. You'll easily eat 500, 800, 1,000 calories more than you need, because of how easily they go down. All right. Now, there's something else you could do to rapidly trim down and to cut your appetite dramatically. And this is what I do, so I'll share that with you. Okay. What I do is I make myself a savory veggie stew, and usually I make like 2 of those per evening. And you know, a large savory veggie stew is about 120 calories or so. That's it. But yet, you know, it's going to fill you up like the melons, you know, like the watery fruit, oranges, and things like that. And it stretches out your stomach, and your stretch receptors are going to signal to your body that you're full. Also, it's loaded in nutrients. And what's really cool is I've also put in a special bonus in savory veggie stews. I don't know how long I'll keep it up, but there is a special bonus where you can get a report of a special fruit, a very low-calorie fruit, but super filling. I've never seen anything like this. It's not a sweet fruit, okay? But you put this into your smoothies, and also, by the way, on your savory veggie stews. So I make my savory veggie stews, and I chop up this fruit, and so it's nice and crunchy, and it's one of the choppings I add to the savory veggie stews. The other thing you can do is you can add them to smoothies, and you can actually blend it into the smoothies. And so even if you are eating bananas, you can reduce your intake of banana calories by adding a lot of this special fruit. So check it out at savoryveggiestews.com. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. This is Roger Heska, the 48-year-old teenager, wishing you a wonderful day and hoping that you will now be able to slim down quite a bit, because you're getting your water needs, you're getting your nutrient needs, but you're not stuffing yourself with needless calories from bananas, which can easily happen to a lot of people. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.